So, in the interest of time, let me quickly start off the session and let people keep joining in meanwhile. So, yeah. Hello, everyone. I'm delighted to welcome you all on behalf of Team Avatar and my avatar to this webinar titled Overcoming Self-Limiting Beliefs for Women in Sales. I'm Beena Menon, and I will be your host for this evening. Before we begin, here are a few hygiene checks for a seamless virtual experience. Please close out all your application on your computer and log out from your organization's VPN to conserve internet bandwidth. Avtar, a pioneer in the field of diversity, equity, and inclusion, had the vision to see more women participate in the workforce. We had expanded our impact across diversity strands to cover people with special needs, disabilities, LGBTQ. Avatar Group, a Stanford Seed certified company, has built its DEI offerings under 4 EDs, which ensures that every organization can have a clear path towards moving forward, building, and sustaining diverse, equitable, and inclusive workspace. For its transformational impact in the realms of DEI, Avatar Group were listed in the prestigious Steward Leadership 25 listings by the Straits Times and INSEAD at Singapore in 2022. Dr. Soundarya Rajesh, founder president of Avatar Group, is one of India's most respected thought leaders on diversity, equity, and inclusion. An award-winning social entrepreneur, she is best known as the pioneer of second career opportunities for women in corporate India. A relentless advocate of the potential of women in the workspace, Dr. Soundarya is the founder of successful social enterprises such as Avatar Career Creators, Flexi Careers India, Brihat Insights Global, and Avatar Human Capital Trust. Her latest brainchild, myavatar.com, is India's first diversity job portal for candidates belonging to the underrepresented talent groups, people with disabilities, people with LGBTQ plus identity, and veterans. As pioneer of DEI in India, Avatar is proud to present this diversity job portal, myavatar.com, and is committed to shine the spotlight on candidates who have the qualification, talent, passion, and drive for career success, and not on their differences. In fact, we at Avatar know that it is the differences that makes everyone unique and invaluable. MyAvatar.com was recognized as one of the top 10 promising job portals by Silicon India. This series of webinars from myavatar.com aims to cover and bring to you those value adds and topics that can help you with your career and at your workspace. I, Beena Menon, once again welcome you all on behalf of Team Avatar, India's premier diversity, equity, and inclusion solutions firm, and myavatar.com, India's only diversity hiring portal, to My Avatar webinar. Let's celebrate ourselves. Self-limiting beliefs are the assumptions or perceptions we have about ourselves and the way the world works. These beliefs are the ones which have the greatest potential of impacting negativity upon you achieving your full potential. Overcoming these beliefs by overwriting them and moving towards your goal is the way to success. We have with us this evening Vani, Assistant Vice President, Strategic Leadership in Business Development with TradeIndia.com, who has overcome many such beliefs and fought her way up the ladder. With over 22 years of experience in the field of sales, she would be the right person to address you on how to recognize the impact of self-limiting beliefs, how to reframe negative self-talks, and how to develop a growth mindset, and much more. During the sessions, if you have questions for Vani, do post them in the chat box and we will address them towards the end of the sessions. So over to you, Vani.
Thank you so much, Beena, for a wonderful introduction about Avatar and the vision of Avatar and how Avatar has made wonders in the people who are looking for jobs. And I know Avatar as an organization over the last 20-25 years. I definitely would like to thank this platform for Avatar giving me an opportunity to talk about how women in sales make a difference. Okay. I hope I'm audible. One person can just raise your
Yes.
fingers.
Yes, Vani, you're audible.
Okay, thank you so much. So in terms of, what I understand, the self limit, how one can recognize the impact of self limiting beliefs. See, limiting beliefs itself is an obstacle. Limiting beliefs itself is something like that's stopping you, progressing further. And the biggest challenge for one individual to identify that something is stopping us. See, all of us, sometimes don't know what is stopping us, but realizing the, limiting belief is the biggest challenge, and one should start introspecting yourself. What is limiting belief? It could be, your limiting beliefs can be, big list of things. It can be, people related. It can be life related. It can be, the society. It could be for somebody, it could be spiritual beliefs that could limit them. So you will have to work around what are your challenges, identify those limiting beliefs, and then address one by one. Uh, for example, it could be for somebody, limiting belief could be people. One may not be, a lady cannot, interact with 10 people together. Or if you asked a question, they'll have a fear. Uh, how do I handle it? These are the limiting beliefs one develops within themselves without knowing that they are putting a stumbling block for themselves. And we as ladies will have to always do an self introspection. You need to check yourself. Am I developing that, limitations within me? It could be sometimes you may say that, one may feel, if I have to talk in front of everybody, I look awkward, I look stupid, I look very silly, whatever I speak. It could be, somebody who's not feeling that love for themselves. They don't feel that we are adorable. They don't feel that we are beautiful. See, one has to think that, I'm great. But at times, what these limiting beliefs will do is, I'm just coining some limiting beliefs for a woman or any individual. Some examples I'm going to quote you all, which will make you all realize we have around some 20 participants here. One may feel I'm not beautiful. One may feel I am, awkward. One may feel I'm at times stupid. One may feel I'm at times funny. But trust me, there is nothing called, everything has got a beauty in it. Everything has got an information in it. Every one of you have got wonderful, knowledge what you might cherish, which I may not have. We have somebody by name Devi Reddy as a participant here. A knowledge what she is cherishing may be a lack of information in my approach. So my only, suggestion would be, you have to break your limiting, you have to cross that barrier of limiting beliefs. Once you break that, trust me, the amount of exposure is unimaginable, possibilities that you can do things wonderful. So you will have to work towards unlimiting your possibilities, and that's possible with an open mindset of breaking your barriers. Go and stand in front of a mirror. How do you do this? See, we all can find out what are the problems with us or with others, but how are we going to, break that problems into solutions? And that is what you recognize the impact of limiting beliefs, and you work towards, how do I change myself, adapt myself, except for the progress, except for the realization and the way forward. And for that, why don't you go and start, somebody who does not love themselves? This is nothing but self-esteem. This is nothing but, you love yourself and you are confident of yourself. And for that, how many of us um, stand in front of a mirror and look at ourselves as beautiful? How do we Can somebody volunteer and say how many of you have? Maybe you can raise your hands in the chat box itself. How many of you have stood in front of the mirror before getting out of your home to your office? You know, stand in front of the mirror and feel beautiful. I want to see the number of hands. So how many have raised hands? Hello.
You can put a comment on the chat box, please, participants.
Come again.
The participants can put their comments on the chat box.
Okay. Yeah. So coming back, so very, very important for us to identify those self limitations, work towards it, and ultimately, trust me, once you start realizing where are you, what is stopping you, the moment you realize that, all you have to do is break your barrier, go surpass that, and work towards working out that unimaginable possibilities. And ultimately, you will, one point of time, you will realize that you have unleashed your best potential. You've unleashed your best potential. And for all that, just go with an open mind. Just go with an open mind. That's all from my end in terms of, if I have to talk about how do you self-limit yourself? How do you cross over your self-limiting beliefs? Fine. Beena, can we move on to the...
Vani, you can probably tell us something about how you cross those barriers and was successful in the career that you have come up to.
Okay, sure. See, typically, like any other girl, okay, we are sheltered with parents' support. We are sheltered with, brothers' support. We are sheltered with society where women have to be very careful. We are all brought up like that. I am also brought up from a very, very traditional background. And when I got into my initial sales job, yes, of course, my parents did not really encourage me. Why sales? Because I was, by qualification, I was a computer professional and I'm very good at programming. But somehow, more than getting into IT industry, I like connecting with people. And fortunate, I unleashed my best potential at the very initial part of my career. Identifying what is that I'm good at. What is that I'm good at? I did very, very early stages. But yes, it took a 1 year of struggle to convince my parents for me to move to sales. But if you ask me, how did I come? Yes, I went boldly into sales. But then I should say that, I had so much of barrier for myself. My office, the first company that I worked, I was surrounded with so many men, at least 400 men in my office. Just think about it, 400 men, and I'm tiny tot, short little girl, moving around the office, so conscious of every man around me. If I talk, I know they're going to rag me. If I'm going to speak, I know they're going to rag me. If I'm crossing over them, I know I'm going to be ragged. Trust me, it all took almost a couple of years for me to come out of it. But yes, what made me to come out of it is my realization that, Vani, do not be worried about what people are going to think of you. I had an acceptance to image myself what I am and make people see me what I am. That made, for me to be bold. And once you're bold, you can face the situation. I guess somebody has written. Just one moment. There was a message in the...
Yes, Vani, I'll just read it out to you. How do you handle the situation? I'm also facing the same situation. That is a question by Mahesh. Yeah, it's a question by Maheshwari.
Okay, thank you. See, let's say, for example, you have a fear of meeting people around. Okay. And let's say right now I have around 20 people plus in this crowd. If I have a fear, can I talk with all of you all? No, not possible. And where there's a possibility is, how do I handle that situation is, number one, I should be sure of what I'm speaking. Number two, at times we have a challenge of, having fear of looking around people. So what we'll have to do is we'll have to come out of that fear factor only by just think that there's nobody in front of you. You are talking with what you wanted to speak. That's very important. And if you get into, look for a comfort zone, around you. You might have some of your friends or colleagues who are well wishers for you. Start looking at them and start talking to them. Start looking at them, but talk to everybody. So what happens, you carry a smile, you carry confidence, you carry sense of communication becomes much efficient. So all this comes by practice, and none of us can be the best in breaking our barriers. Trust me, nobody can break your barriers, your limiting beliefs at one go. No, attending this session may not be possible for you to finish this 1 hour session. End of it, can you break your barriers? Guys, I'm telling you all, ladies, I'm sorry. I'm so used to working with ladies. I'm telling you, not possible to break the barrier today itself. No way. Work for it. You will have to work for it. And it comes over a period, maybe 1 week, maybe 1 month, or it could be a year. But your acceptance to practice, to come out of your barriers, is the first step. You can see yourself the best of yourself in future. Any other questions? I'm done from my end. Hope this convinces Maheshwari.
Vani, we have a question. What are those aspects of life you imbibe by being a sales profession? And
you got to repeat
perhaps...
it. It's not clear.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay, what are those aspects of life you imbibed by being a sales professional, which you perhaps might not have got from other professions?
Okay. See, if you're going to ask me what is that's imbibed in my, being a sales professional, okay, trust me, it's a big list. Over my 22 years, it's a very big list. I'm sure, bundle of A4 sheets will not be sufficient, because for me, every small success in every day attributes to my success being a sales professional. If I've made one of my employee learn something, one smallest learning, I'm happy, and that is my accomplishment. I think I've taught somebody something, So over a period, what I would say is, it's a big list. It can be like, if I have to just coin some of them over here, I can tell you that, making one of my employees speak good English, because there's a lot of ladies in our workplace who come from tier 2 location, tier 3 locations, and they're all people from background where they could be the first graduate in their family. So if I've made one of my employee have a good communication with my guidance and support, I think that's my biggest success. If you ask me, I've had that feeling of making a girl transform from a village girl to a city girl. I think today I have a big list of women in my colleagues list who I have been a catalyst in transforming them from a village girl to a city girl with communication, with confidence. It's not the dress or the shoes or handbags. It's what you see in their eyes, what you see in the space. This is nothing but, we all put lipstick, we put big danglings, hairstyle, good clothes, everything. But this foreign space, if I have contributed this foreign space for my teams, for my colleagues, this foreign space is called knowledge space. Many of us fail to add value in this knowledge space. This forehead is the knowledge space, 4 inch space. So I strongly believe I have added value in terms of making people learn what is confidence, learn what is called subject, become a subject matter expert in whatever profession that I have been with, and I've made people learn through me. And if you ask me, it's like making an employee achieve their personal goals through professional accomplishments. I think that's my biggest success. So, you know, success I would define, it's not I made my, big house, it's not I made my big balance, it's not I made enough jewelry for myself. No, success, those are all small small personal, success which any of us do it. A lady, roadside vendor, roadside, vegetable vendor, she also makes jewelry here. She also buys wonderful silk saris. I also buy a silk sari. So that is not that is something, it's our personal day-to-day needs. But what is success for, me is if I have made somebody better in their life, that's my success. If I've made somebody achieve their personal goals through professional accomplishments, I think if I'm a catalyst for making that happen, that's my success. I can buy, white gold. I can buy platinum finger rings. It could be anything. But those are all things every lady has an interest here. Which lady does not want to wear a best, jewelry? No, everyone wants to. So in terms of, if you ask me, my professional accomplishments is my people development. If my people achieve their target and they earn more money and they achieve their personal, because all of us come to work to stabilize our life. And for me, my entire people around me are my life. Because personal, we have crossed all that. My initial 4 years is only thinking for myself. My 4 years of my career, I will only think for myself. I came out of my college, I have my educational loan, I have my bike loan, I may be having my car loan. My first 4 years or 6 years, we will achieve all our basic needs. Post 6 years, you need to start giving to people. So if you ask me, mentoring is my biggest strength. Mentoring is my biggest passion. Mentoring is my, I think it's part of my blood cells. I would say that. I think it's a lot more list, Veena. It goes on. I would restrict here with this.
Okay, so Maheshwari has one more question for you. I'm in auto sales, auto part sales. It's male-dominated field. I'm only lady pan-India working. I always face criticism as a woman. Many of them comments why you came in
I'm
sales.
not able to hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, now it's audible.
1 second. Let me just increase the volume. Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm in auto parts sales. It's male dominated field. I'm the only lady pan India working. I always face criticism as a woman. Many of them comments, why you came in sales? Do something what suits you. It's not for women. And so many comments came. I feel lonely and disappointed by their comments and criticism, though I'm doing well in every aspect, whether in technical skills or communication skills. I feel very challenging to be standing up with them. Please tell me how to
Sorry,
face.
I'm not able to hear you. Hello.
Hello, Vani, can you hear me?
Yeah, now it is audible.
Vani, the question is there in the chat box also. If you can just. You want me to read it out?
Yeah, can you read it?
Yeah, so I'm reading it out one more time for the benefit of Vani. I'm in auto sales part. It's male dominated field. I'm only lady pan India working. I always face criticism as a woman. Many of them comments why you came in sales. Do something that suits you. It's not for a woman, and so many other comments. I feel lonely and disappointed by their comments and criticism. Though I'm doing very well, every aspect, whether in technical skills or communication skills. I feel very challenging to be standing up with them. Please help me how to face this kind of criticism or comments.
Very challenging to stand with them. Please help me how to face. Okay. Uh, I'm just reading one more question. I'm into auto parts sales. It's male dominated field. I'm only lady pan India working as I face criticism as a woman. Many of them comments why you came in sales. Do something what suits you. It's not for women, and so many comments came. I feel lonely and disappointed by their comments and criticisms, though I'm doing well in every aspects when whether it's technical or okay. I feel challenging to be based with them. Please help me. Okay. This query has come from
Maheshwari.
Maheshwari. Okay. Maheshwari, I'm really proud of you. I'm really proud of you that you are auto component industry is absolutely a male dominated industry. Can I understand which department you belong to? Auto part sales. Okay, you're into auto component sales. Okay. See, it is not male or female. When women can go to NASA, why not auto component sales here? Okay, so yes, you will have a lot of challenges when it comes to being in a uh, uh, you know uh, one uh, one woman among 100 men. Okay, take it to your advantage. Take it to your advantage. Turn the situation to your favorism. Okay, it's like you would have 100 brothers to help you around. Yes, you will definitely they are insecure basically. you know uh, uh, Basically it's like, when you are the only woman and there are around 100 other male, they are basically the smallest good thing you do, you get recognized, you get noticed. So they are insecure of their own recognition. So ideally I would say that, turn the situation to your confidence level and keep yourself that you are doing, when you're doing your work good, stay humble. Does not mean that you have to uh, do not become too proud of the situation that you are the best among the 100 men, but stay humble. All the more the people slowly over a period, you will earn all their positive approach to you. You will definitely earn them positive approach to you. And it comes over a practice of, you do not watch if somebody is uh, you know observing you as a pain point, why this lady is in sales. Ignore them and just move on. And as much as possible, there's no need for us to react to the situation. The best way is to respond. The best way is to respond in such given situations. When people comment you or demean you or disappoint you, the best way is to build a silence. That is the best way to come out of such uh, unprecedented, such kind of a situation, I would say.
Okay, so
Uh,
Vani, another question that has come up is, what's your most deprived feeling being in sales, and how did you overcome that?
what is the question?
What's your most deprived feeling being in sales, and how did you overcome that?
Okay, in terms of you're asking how am I deprived being in sales?
De- Deprived feeling being in sales, and how did you overcome that? Yes, yeah.
Sorry.
What's your most deprived feeling being in
Okay,
sales?
what's my most deprived situations?
In
Oh,
sales, yeah. And how did
that
you
is a
overcome?
lot. That is a lot. It's not just one or two. Okay, I'll tell you. Okay, I'm not a lady who is a 5 feet, 5 feet 7 inches, 5.7, 5.6. I'm short. Okay, I'm a short lady, little less than 5 feet. Okay, so height was the major deprivation for me. Hey, you shorty. Okay, you shorty. So many guys used to, deprive me of my height. So many people will say that, hey, Vani, for being in sales, you got to be majestic. No, it used to really hurt me. It used to really hurt me. but I turned those situations to my advantage. I used to be bold to stand in the front line. I used to stand in the front line. I never had a worry to stand in the, when people, what to say, they had a fear to, people will start going behind. What I did is I took my height to my advantage. Be noticed. So there were times, if you ask me height, whichever conference I go, I'll be the only woman in that conference. The lady colleagues, because sales, normally girls get married, they bear child, they take a break or they go into other departments. They don't continue their sales for longer period. Okay. Very few take a long journey in sales, become director sales, then move on at much management level and all that. But for me, any organization that I worked, it will be one or two ladies in a conference where there'll be 120 participants. So I took every situation of my deprivation to my benefit. It's practiced over a period, and I built my confidence. It's not that I also went through depression. I used to sit and cry, and today I can make 100 people cry. It's the confidence. It's the confidence, and it is not that purposely I want to hurt somebody and make them cry. No. When you cry, you realize what is your next forward. Crying is not wrong, but it's to make you realize, unleash your potential. So if you ask me, being short, uh, uh, being a lady, women, you got your own, down days. Being, those down days, you will have to, since it's a very women forum, and I'm openly talking. Your down days, you will find difficulty to manage going in client meetings, four client meetings in a day, where male doesn't have any challenges. They can go every other. So keeping your mental strength is what you can cross your barrier of deprivation. You can, cross your uh, tough times.
Okay, so the one last question to you, Vani. What is your success mantra being in sales as a woman?
Okay. See, if I have to tell you what is success mantra, okay, I would, I would say that when you take responsibility, I have a very different formula for it, okay, for success. It's called AREM. AREM. A stands for accountability. R stands for responsibility. E stands for, you got to minus this E, yeah? It's called excuses. And then you become a strong, successful person, which is nothing but to manage your things. So RM is the principle of success mantra. And I always believe in, one thing, being in sales itself is a success, because accounts, if you are in accounts department, you know what is your expenses, you know what is the fund available, you know what is the fund that is going to mobilize. Okay, you are working on a defined market. Sales is the only market which is not at all defined. You are, swimming in the sea without knowing how to swim. So when you enter into sales itself is your success, because you're going to work on unexplored market. You're going to work on something. See, all of us in sales, it's not that, this client we are going to clinch on Monday, this client we are going to clinch on next Tuesday. No, you are going to work on indefinite market. You're going to work on something which is not known to you. It's like a, where is the success goal, achievement in the sea? You have to swim into the deep down the sea to get your one closure. So entering sales itself is a success, and swimming through it successfully and crossing every day, every week, every month, and making yourself staying positive is very important for success in sales.
Thank you. Thank you so
It's
much, Vani. Yeah. You can continue.
come again.
I can hear you. Continue, please.
I can. Okay. So let's take care of this particular. How do you reframe? There was one of the other point which was discussed with me was how to reframe your negative self-talk. Uh, okay. See, every one of us in sales, okay, we always have a fear of rejection. We have a fear of rejection. This client will not materialize. Will he really pick up my call? Will he respond to my email? Will my manager deal with me very positively? Morning meeting, is it going to be bad or good? See, so a lot of negative points. The moment you get up in the morning, whether you boil your milk or not, you think 100 things negatively. Okay, being in sales, we all think all this. Okay, but my only simple statement would be for it is, turn all those negative questions into positive questions. Today, what should I do to make my boss realize I'm the best salesperson? Today, what is that I have to realize to make my customer understand my call is very important for him? You know how you can make your customer pick up your call? Your call has to be not to ask business. Your call should be, I'm here to provide a solution, sir. If your mindset is thinking that, then it's a positive vibration. Then where is negativity? Where is negative thought process? Nothing. You're not going to do negative self-talks. So it's all something that you need to practice, and it does not, as I said earlier, your 1 hour of session with me in this time is not going to change everything. That's my 100% assurance to all of you all. So in terms of, get over that negativity, get over that, negative thought process is only by keeping your mind open and fresh. And for all that matter, you need to, practice certain habits. Maybe it could be, surround yourself with people who encourage you. Slowly over a period, this negative self-talk will get away. And then whatever is negative in your opinion, list that. List one by one. When you list one by one, what happens is like, you will start seeing how do I get over this negativity to positivity. And it happens again. I'm saying it's only by practice, and there is no solution in this 1 hour for it. Okay. Then I also would like to, see all of us in sales. Okay. When we get into being a fresher, we join a job, we need to build something called, positive growth mindset. It's a very interrelated question of negative self-talk to, how do I build my growth mindset? Okay. See, it's not that the growth mindset is not like, I joined as a trainee, I got promoted, I became a say, executive, I became a manager, I became a senior manager, I'm the general manager sales. No, it is not like that. The growth mindset is, are you growing your knowledge? Are you growing your personality? Are you growing your confidence? Are you growing your subject knowledge? Are you growing your, what to say, awareness? Awareness is it's a very lengthier subject, but you need to grow your awareness. For example, today, if you've learned to drive a two-wheeler, you need to build an awareness to drive four-wheeler. You need to, riding a bike is not important. You need to build your awareness on what are road rules, what are traffic rules, what are, every city has got a different dynamism of driving your car or a two-wheeler. Somebody who drives in Chennai cannot drive in Mumbai or Delhi. Somebody who drives a car in Delhi cannot drive comfortably in Chennai or Trichy or Madurai or Salem. It's difficult. You go to Hyderabad, zero traffic sense. I don't know if you guys have, if you ladies, I'm sorry I use guys as a frequent word. If you ladies have noticed what is the, way traffic the road sense happens in Hyderabad, very bad. Very, very bad. It's a Paka IT city, but it's very poor road sense. People have zero road sense in terms of driving their vehicles. So your awareness should be on. If I take a, driving your vehicle, the awareness is not just have, to bike or, to drive. No, awareness is multiple parameters. You need to be aware of, what is the traffic sense in peak hours, what is the, so that is nothing but growing your, you know, awareness. And how do you grow yourself? Knowledge, openness, attitude, whatever. I can define it in 3-letter word. If you want to grow your mindset in a right way, always remember the 3-letter word: ask. It's my favorite jargon. It's my favorite jargon, which I'm sure many of us, all of you know this. Attitude, skill, knowledge. All of us are graduated. All of us, many of us are PG holders. Many of us are PhD holders. It could be many other additional skills you will learn. But let me tell you guys, if you don't have the attitude to apply it in real-time life, what's the point in having knowledge and skill? But you have the right attitude, but you are not learning new things. You are not putting your knowledge to real-time application. What's the point? You don't learn new things. You don't apply it in your real-time life. But being positive is not good. So it is relatively, all the three are interlinked. It is like a, circle. All the three are interlinked. And every single day, every single activity, you relate to ASK, attitude, skill, and knowledge. Trust me, what is growth mindset? You will go beyond it. You will go much beyond it. And you will be seen by everybody around you, because your positivity will spread the positive vibration. So I believe keep your ask approach always in life. And, see, for all this ask, or, how do I get over my negative self-talk? How do I build myself on growth mindset? For everything, you know what? You need to build your, you need to, build a supportive network. What is supportive network? Your parents, your friends, your family, your friends, your colleagues, your neighborhood, your society, your people around you, or all the people where you can, they are the people who help you to build a supportive network. How? Today, all of us get up from our, bed, get ready, go to office, do rushing of kitchen work, take care of the children, being women, take care of parents, take care of husband, take care of family, everything, rush to the office. Okay. But in the office, the moment you enter, you think that your boss has to be very good to you. But for that, what do we do? Do we keep our attitude? Do we keep our skill? Do we keep our knowledge intact? So every single point is interlinked over here. For you to build a supportive network, you need to keep your social network very good. You need to keep your professional network very good. That is nothing but your boss, your subordinate, your colleagues. Okay, it's a three-dimensional way. Your peer level, your similar level, your boss, your subordinate. All the three, your professional network has to be intact. It has to be intact. Okay. Then keep your social network. Who's your social network? Your family. Social network is the first circle is your family. Second circle is your friends. Third circle is your relatives. Fourth circle is your neighborhood. Beyond that, please don't bother. Beyond that, don't bother for anything. Okay. Keep that network very strong, favoring you. It's not favoring you in the sense whatever wrong thing you do, they will support you. No. Keep your network that makes you, encourage you, and points when you're wrong. And that is when you can build a very supportive network. And then what is called, how do you, keep all these network positive? For that, you need to take something on this foreign space. build your, there's something in the beginning I said, how do you limit your, uh, you know, beliefs? Okay. How do you get over your limiting beliefs? If you remember, I told you your society, your, what to say, people, your, what are your negative thoughts in your mind, your lifestyle. This is what I was talking to you in the beginning. Now I'm relating that here, how to build a supportive network. Let me tell you all, when it comes to, for us as a woman, okay, we believe going to temple. We believe doing everything that our family wants. Whatever our children wants, we want to do everything that makes my baby happy, my husband happy, my in-laws happy. We work around making everybody around happy. Okay. And for that, you will also have to do something for your own being selfish. How do I make myself happy? For when Beena asked me, what is success mantra being in sales? First thing I do is I'm very selfish. I'm not, this is not something I'm saying I'm selfish, like I'll stab others and make myself happy. No, I focus on making myself first happy, then I make others happy. Because you can't see smile in others until you smile for yourself. Okay. So be a little more selfish, make yourself happy, dress up well, use very nice, if using a best cosmetics makes you happy, use it. If you like cooking and you want to, make up nice food and take it to your colleague and make them eat and that makes you happy, do it. If you feel you need to help somebody on an education loan or get them educated, do it. If your financial ability is there, help them. Do what makes you happy and build a network, which is your social family, your family, your society around you, your professional people around you. Then what is this? Nothing else. And add on. One more beautiful thing is called associate yourself with some associations where, there are a lot of professional association, personal, your own community association. Your community association will help you to keep your family, your spiritual belief, everything intact. So you're happy as a family woman. In professional network, you get connected with people in, similar industry. Are you updated in your LinkedIn network? Just a moment, guys. Thank you. See, for you to make your professional network happy and supportive, how do you build that? Get connected in LinkedIn, be active in LinkedIn. You have, we are all very busy in Facebook, more than Facebook. Now we are very busy in Instagram. Meesho app, how to buy chudidar for $3.99, $4.99. We are very busy. We bookmark all that and we are very busy. But how much time do we spend connecting with senior leaders in the market? We are all salespeople, but how many of us take equal importance to connect with your industry leaders, connect with your, industry professionals, connect with your, if you're dealing with, Maheshwari was saying she's dealing with sales for auto components. So what are the 100 auto component companies? Are you connected with them? This is nothing but ask, attitude, skill, and knowledge. Attitude, skill, and knowledge. So professionally, how do you build a positive network? So connect to LinkedIn, connect with the Auto Component Association, connect with your senior leaders in the industry. Attend some seminars if there is any exhibition, seminars or exhibitions which is conducted in your city. You've got a lot of seminars and exhibit trade fairs that happens in your city. I'm sure people are from different locations who have joined this forum, this Connect Now. So whichever in the city you belong to, can go visit those stalls, visit those exhibitions, trade fairs, and every trade fair that happens, you have a seminar hall inside related to that industry. Put your time. Give yourself some time on your personal development, your professional development, your family development. And this gives you a opportunity to build a very supportive ecosystem. That ecosystem will keep you happy, will keep you positive. So where is negative self-talk? Where is limiting beliefs? I think we will get away all that, yeah. I'm sure we will get away all that. It's just that all of you have to start realizing and accepting to practice what you want to see yourself the best. Okay. And last but not least, one point which Beena requested me was, how do you protect self-care? Am I right, Beena?
Yes.
Okay. For this, I always say be selfish. If you're selfish, you will take care of your fitment, you will take care of your happiness, you will take care of your personality, you will take care of your financial self, uh, financial security. Then you will take care of what are my, how do I keep my, you know, body healthy. Trust me, your father will love you, your mother will adore you, your brothers will protect you, your husband will give you the security, your children will give you love and care and affection. But it is you, it is you who have to care for yourself, which is your body. Your body is your mind, your knowledge, your physical appearance. Um, for all this, you need to do something. Again, I will come back to the same point. ASK. If you take care of your attitude, what is attitude? You know, I don't know how many of you know. I am just going to tell you guys one thing. We all used to do Thopu Karnam. We used to do this. What is that? It is not that we are worshipping Lord Ganesha. You are activating all your nerves points here is there. That is why they ask us to cross this thing and do it. It's 10 times they ask us to do it. Okay. When we were all child, we all have done that. Happily, we used to do that. I have done that many times and I used to be joyful doing that. Okay. Because it is an exercise. It is not, I didn't know that. Okay. It is actually activating all your glands. The point here is activating your glands. So our traditional habits has got a lot of things. So you are taking care of you think you're doing spiritual attention. No, you are taking care of yourself. Coming back, next is when you keep your activating your glands, then your fitment is taken care. Then you buy all the best of the accessories, nice earrings, nice watches, bracelets, whatever it may be. You make yourself happy. Fantastic footwear, fancy handbag, matching clothes. It keeps your mind happy. So be selfish to make yourself happy, then make your family happy. Automatically, everything around you is going to be happy. And top of it, keep your health fit, and that is your biggest wealth. So ideally, I would say that self-care is very, very important because women generally ignore. They want to take care of the parents, they want to take care of their children, they want to take care of their husband, sister-in-laws, brother-in-laws, you name it, all relatives in all forms and means. When some guests come, they want to stand in the kitchen for 5 hours and slog themselves and cook for everybody. But did you have your breakfast? No. So where are you going to have a smiling face when your guests come? Rather, you're going to be tired. So ideally, I would say that care for yourself, care for your, body. Then it is like, when you fly in the airlines, whichever flight you get in, they all give you one, guidelines. The mask will fall down for if the oxygen supply is less, then you'll have to put that. What do they say? First, you help yourself and then help the next person, right? And that is what I'm talking. Be selfish, care for yourself, not demeaning others' interest. Care for yourself in the line you protect others also. And I'm sure when you're healthy, you can help everybody. I think Beena, I have covered most of your lookouts for our aspiring sales professionals.
Yes, Vani. I think that was a wonderful session too.
I have
very engaged.
I have one small point to share. Last point. Okay. To everybody here, including me. Okay. Our life has got wonderful events. Our life has got real wonderful events, which is like you think you might, control everything. No, just leave. Not everything is under our control. Not everything is our control. But that wonderful events can be handled really well if you know to either react or respond. Reaction will only lead to disappointments. When you respond, you take care of yourself, you take care of others, because we don't hurt ourselves, we don't hurt others. If you react, you hurt yourself, and you raise your voice and you make others happy, unhappy. So it's react or respond. And above all this, you will learn over a period how to master your emotions. You will master your emotions. You will know to where you have to be angry. You will know to be responsive. You will not shout. You will rather explain what went wrong, how it could have been handled. And then you will learn from your failures. When things don't go well, when you control your emotions, what ultimately happens is there is a learning. There is a learning that you realize, and that will take care of our self-limiting beliefs. And you know what happens? You start making right decisions. When you don't react, you respond. You control the situations. Then you take smarter decisions. Instead of a hustle bustle decision and then regret, rather you will start doing smart decisions. And you will always work out on what is right, what is wrong, rectify the error, and do whatever has to be done, whatever is set in your mind. No, you will start realizing that you have to do it as per your goal achieved, planned and achieved. And trust me, no matter be it, keep your confidence always high. And that controls your emotions, that controls your self-belief, that throws away your limitations, and you will be able to unleash the best of you. So with this, Veena, I'm done from my end.
Thank you so much, Vani. Taking action, even the smallest step, will help solidify your new unlimiting decision. It doesn't have to be perfect, but rather a step in the right direction. Acknowledge your victories, no matter how small. Let's put aside our self-limiting beliefs and take those small steps one at a time. Achieve those small victories and celebrate ourselves. So thank you so much, Vani, for giving us such a wonderful session. Thank you, everybody, for being here with us this evening. These sessions are for you, and your thoughts and choices matter a lot for us. Take just a moment to let us know what would be your choice of topic for the next session. Can you please put this on the chat box? So as we draw close to the day, I'm going to request you to take a couple of minutes and provide your feedback on today's session. Here we have a couple of questions for you, and your answers will help us understand your experience at today's session. Question 1, how would you rate today's session on a scale of 1 to 5, 1 being the minimum and 5 being the maximum? And the question 2, how would you rate our facilitator, Vani, on a scale of 1 to 5, 1 being the minimum and 5 being the maximum? While you fill in the feedback form, let me iterate that there will be many more sessions that will be rolled out from My Avatar in the coming months. Stay tuned and look out for our announcements. Please visit www.myavatar.com to explore various opportunities and activities that celebrate diversity. If you have not registered at myavatar.com as yet, do log on to myavatar.com and register now. Browse through to find jobs that might suit your skill sets, read articles of your interest, upskill yourself through various webinars conducted exclusively for you. Thank you all once again for joining us this evening. Signing off today is Veena Menon. Take care, stay safe, and have a wonderful weekend.